All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first guest is he's a favorite of mine. He's just a great guy. He's my favorite curmudgeon. He's the host of his own show. He's got two shows right here on Govs Radio. He's got um, Domestic Disturbance, which he co-hosts along with the very hilarious Mike Keegan and the equally hilarious Carla Okerson. The three of them have a great show. I love it. It's right here on Govs Radio. You got to check it out. And also he does this special show that started off as a quarantine special, and I think he's just going to keep it going. It's called Shut Up Stupid. Very funny stuff. The very hilarious, very funny rant master, if you will, Tim Saliani. Tim, how you doing, man?
I'm good, Don. Thanks, man. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it. There's a lot going on what in the world right now, and what is good for a guy like you who kind of feed off of the world and it kind of gives you strength in a weird way.
It's society's my favorite thing to comment on. It just always has been. That you're not going to find anything funnier or more ridiculous than the shit you see in front of your face. It's not.
Especially now, it's every day, every week. It's just nonstop things happening, man.
It's a clusterfuck. Life is a clusterfuck every morning you wake up. Ask yourself, what type of crazy shit am I going to see today?
It's scary sometimes.
Oh yeah, a little bit.
And now we're here. It's like, 4th of July. Do you think Antifa is going to try to mess up our 4th of July?
America was never free. America was never free. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
First of all, I'm not even sure Antifa is a real fucking thing. It's like three dudes that got fired from fucking Starbucks that met in a chat room and were like, yeah, fuck the police. Which, by the way, I bought that album back in 1988. I didn't hear anybody fucking complaining then.
Fuck 'em, fuck the police. Fuck 'em, fuck the police. Fuck the police. Wait, start me over.
However, I don't think A, their message, if that is the message, is complete horseshit, and B, I don't think they exist. I think it's stop. If you ignore people, right, for the most part, they'll go away.
Right.
It's fairly simple.
And we keep feeding and feeding and feeding the monster. And then what gets me the most mad is, okay, I feel the Antifa guys hijacked the BLM movement, right? And BLM is something I think we all, as human beings and Americans, could get behind and say, yes, you know what? Every life matters. Black lives matter. Let's help out the black community best we can as a whole. But I think Antifa hijacked it and is making up, tearing down statues and just wants to destroy everything the country was built on.
You know what it is, and it drives me absolutely batshit insane, is because, and this is why I say that I don't think Antifa is a fucking thing. It's just, it's a group of fucking assholes that never got out of high school. It's people, we hear the most insane shit on a daily basis, and we latch onto it. So if some article gets written where a girl wants to use her period blood to write out her fucking SAT answers, and now that's going to be the new feminist movement, is everybody's going to have to use that. And then people get incensed when they hear crazy shit like that, right?
Right.
And we latch onto it, and now that's all we're talking about. So instead of talking about, Black Lives Matter, and instead of talking about the fact that, we do have a problem in this country with systemic racism, and it's a completely nuanced thing that we really need to discuss in depth. You can't just go, well, it's this or this.
Right.
We're too busy looking at the fucking train wreck over there. Oh, look at those guys. They took over a courthouse in Seattle, and now they need live chicken sent to them. What's going on?
He does have a weapon, as y'all can see. This individual does have a rifle.
The world's crazy, and just like the couple that's behind you over your shoulder right now, the Ken and
McCluskeys.
Karen, yeah, the McCluskeys, they've been labeled Ken and Karen, and we're in a society that these people, that this might be us, this might be everyone who lives in suburban America might have to go out in front of the house with a machine gun and ward off potential rioters. And now these people, what upsets me is that they're getting flack for it all over Twitter, like they're the bad guys here.
I mean, do you really need to be fucking suburban commando out there with your AK-47? This guy looks fucking ridiculous. It's, I mean, come on, man. He's wearing the fucking Lacoste tactical line. You know, and she looks like the fucking Hamburglar. Like, honestly, I loved Beetlejuice. I thought it was fucking great. It's like, come on, people. You know what? You could probably you're inciting more bullshit by going out and acting like this. When you know what? There's no guarantees in life. There's always going to be an asshole in the bunch. But if you walk out and hand these fucking people bottles of water and be like, listen, I support your cause. Don't get all crazy and ruin everything because you're going to take away from the message that you're trying to portray. But I support your cause. Take some waters, hydrate, and peacefully protest. You're going to get infinitely further with those people than if you're fucking sitting out on your front lawn like you're at a Jimmy Buffett concert with no fucking shoes on, holding a goddamn M16. Like, honestly, dude, he's 5'3". The gun is bigger than he is.
It is weird that when you see it, like you said, when the guy comes out, and when I first saw it, like my first instinct was to laugh, and then after the laughter, it was sadness. I felt sad, not just for them, but the state of the world that it's come to this. This guy with a pink, golf shirt.
It's salmon, okay? It's a salmon shirt. He's man enough to pull it off.
Yeah, and he's sitting there, and his wife is all pissed off. She's got like a little gun on her too, right? She's got like a little cap gun or something.
Yeah, she pulled it out of her garter back in 1826.
And they got like a huge mansion. You figured they would be able to hire some gunmen to instead of them two out there like that.
Seriously. Well, it didn't work out too well for Al Pacino and Scarface.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous that this is the state of the world right now. Like, yes, we want to protect our things, and that nobody should be coming along and destroying your property or anybody's property or any of that stuff, because again, it muddies the message. I understand the anger, but it still muddies the message. You're not going to get people listening to you while you scream in their face.
I wonder if the McCluskeys are going to inspire an uprising of suburbanites with guns. Like we'll see. And that's their uniform.
Just ridiculous. He doesn't even know how to hold the fucking thing.
I know.
Look how he's holding it.
Yeah.
He's pointing it at her.
He pointed at her like
he's holding the fucker. He's gonna burn his goddamn hand shooting that goddamn thing off. I just
holy shit. I'm just glad it didn't get ugly, that they didn't actually they didn't kill anybody and nobody attacked them. It was kind of name calling and videos and shame.
Right.
The good old fashioned way.
And I understand being worried for your personal, not even your personal property, but yourself. Like you're inside your house and you're worried because you're seeing what you're seeing on the news. But again, if your first action is to further incite, you're going to have to expect some shit to go down that shouldn't have to go down if you just go out there and fucking try to be reasonable.
Because like right now, after all the hype and trending, right now they're in the window, like there's still parts of they're still like waiting for them to come back.
Dude, I'm telling you right now, that is their fucking Christmas card. If that's not their Christmas card, I don't know what the fucking deal is, man.
Oh,
and you're right. He's got a picture by the window like he's fucking Malcolm X.
Right now he's like standing there. They're not sitting back watching TV right now. They're either you know what they're doing, like Home Alone. They're setting up booby traps all around the house.
They are crafting a perfectly worded response. Mea culpa. I'm sorry for Don Lemon at 10 o'clock tonight. I guarantee you. That's what's happening.
Yeah, you figure they're going to be on the news circuit sooner or later. Somebody's
Oh,
going to
100%.
yeah, probably be on one of them. But here we are. It's the 4th of July, our nation's birthday. Chaos ensuing. The world is burning down, and we're gonna light some fireworks off tonight. So, do you have any plans? What's your 4th of July agenda looking?
I'm still mulling it over. I don't know. Like I'd love to go do what I normally do and go to my buddy's house, and we try to see who can beat Jason Pierre-Paul the quickest. That was a firework in the hand joke for you fucking idiots. But with everything going on right now, like we still have a pandemic, and boy, do I know about.
Yeah, you've recovered from. You actually had coronavirus, and have fought through it. You had a rough go too. It was not easy.
I had a pulmonary embolism because of it. I ended up in the hospital. It was a thing. So I'm still terrified because we don't know what the situation is with this stuff. I want to go hang out with my friends. I'd love to go have a couple of beers. I'd love to, shoot off fireworks. The typical trashy Long Island things that get done. And I'd love to do all that, but it's going to be a game time decision for me because, again, large gatherings of people. I don't even trust my own friends. They're filthy.
Yeah, it is scary, especially when you've already experienced it. So a lot of us kind of have not experienced it, so we don't know.
Fingers crossed you don't.
Yeah, thank God so far. But like what you have to go through, what you had to endure, what it feels like. We have no idea. We just know what we're hearing and all that. So yeah, and if anybody does go out who's watching this, wear masks. If not for yourself, for the people around you, it's just a nice thing to do and safe.
I have to put on pants when I go down to the park. I don't want to, but I do it. It's for your safety, not mine.
But I do want to ask you some patriotic questions. Are you ready?
Fire away.
All right.
I haven't failed a test since high school, so let's do it.
Well, here we go. So these are all based off of your own opinions. I'm going to ask you a list of questions, and you just tell me your answer here. So the first one is, what is the best patriotic song of all time?
I would say the most patriotic song is the 5 seconds after somebody turns off Lee Greenwood. That song is just an abomination. I'm sorry. I can't stand. I love this country enough to admit that the Lee Greenwood song is horrific.
United States of America, Donald.
What is the best patriotic movie?
I would say Born on the 4th of July is one of them for me.
That's a good one.
Daddy, the soldier!
On the 4th of July, what's your favorite barbecue food to eat?
Here's the thing about me. I gain most of my weight from drinking. So I don't really, I'll have like a rib or two if there's a rib out there. But man, I'm usually killing my liver. I mean, why should Mickey Mantle be the only one to get a second one?
Oh, I'm such a bitch.
Do you like to celebrate the 4th of July at the beach or at the backyard?
Too many people at the beach. I don't like being around anybody I don't know. So I don't need to go to. Everybody at the beach is ridiculous. They leave their shit strewn about the sand. Just give me a backyard because then I can go inside if I get hot.
See, it's fine. Just pick it up.
I'm not picking it up.
Just pick it up.
I'm not picking it up.
Don't make me come out there and pick it up. Oh, yeah. Fine. Aim it at me. Thanks, man.
It's here. I'm probably sick. You said it doesn't fly.
I'm sure it's fine. Just pick it up. See, there's nothing. Oh, my God!
What's the best place to watch fireworks?
Right above lighting one.
Close your eyes.
Honestly.
On the 4th of July, do you wear American apparel?
I do. I have a camo hat that a buddy who served in Iraq sent me back in 2003. It's got my name on it. It's a Marine hat. I wear it every 4th of July. It's my thing. I respect the fuck out of anybody who has served. So that's one of the things that I do wear.
Very cool. How do you build your burger?
How do I build my burger? I build it by taking it out of whatever horsefly-laden bowl that it's in, on top of 18 hot dogs, and I just shove it in my face with whatever condiment is around. Build a burger. Am I the Underhills? I'm not rich. Build a burger. It's a fucking hockey puck that comes off a grill that sits there for 18 hours. I'm gonna build a burger?
What is your favorite branch of the military?
Favorite branch of the military? Well, I mean, you got to hand it to the Marines. They're always the first in, last out. I appreciate that kind of stick-to-itiveness, I guess. That's not me, but I appreciate it.
Down! Recon! Down! Ranger! Down!
And finally, where do you get your fireworks?
My buddy, well, I mean, I get my fireworks like any other good old-fashioned white trash Long Island American. One buddy who rents out a box truck and drives down to Delaware. We all chip in, and he brings back the fireworks, as many as he can buy, and then we divvy them up and we play a race of who's going to get the ambulance called first. Great. Fun game. Still fighting with all 10.
There you go. And that is Patriotic Questions with Tim Saliani, folks. I appreciate you taking time to call me on 4th of July for the 4th of July special. It's always great to see you. And what do you got coming up next? I know your shows are airing. What? Tell everybody your schedule.
Okay, we just recorded a domestic disturbance with Tony Landolfi. It's airing. We air on Tuesdays now, so this will have aired Tuesdays at 9:30. I'm working on Shut Up Stupid. I'm also working on something with Carla, a mock debate between two characters that we came up with.
Nice.
And then July 26th, I believe, Mike Keegan and friends at the patio at Governor's Levittown.
Very cool. Excellent,
check
man.
out live comedy at Governor's.
Everybody check it out. Governor's at the patio. It's doing great. It's pretty cool. They have this outdoor venue so people can all go. It's awesome that you guys are going to be performing. I assume all the domestic disturbance crew
will be there. Yep,
very good, man. Well, Tim, thanks again, my friend. Let's hope the world starts to fall back in line a little bit here, man. It's crazy.
Let's hope not. I need the material.
Tim Saliani, everybody.
Another one. See the people walking down the street, earbuds in, you know they're listening. Tuesday's Comedy Club Radio, oh, but why just audio? Cause we on TV. Yeah, we on TV. We on TV.